Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, JPM.Cuisine. Today I have a very special unboxing for you. We're looking at the Dalstrong Shogun Series X 6-inch chef's knife today. So we're going to be unboxing this and I'm going to put it through its paces as an initial look at this knife. I do have the 8-inch already. The 8-inch I have is actually the AUS 10V. This is the VG10 Japanese super steel. So we're gonna see if there's any difference or variance between it, but primarily what we're really wanting to look at is the difference between the lengths. And I have a 10-inch that I'll be unboxing as well, and then I'll produce a video which we look at the 6-inch, the 8-inch, and the 10-inch together, so we can really get a better idea of why we might need them. Okay, without any further ado, let's get into this. So this knife shipped out from Amazon, and as we always know, you guys can see that, I got a dented corner, of course. It's in the sleeve though, so the knife is protected. So we've got the box and a sleeve. It's the Dalstrong Shogun Series X 6-inch chef's knife from the Premium Collection set. It has the VG10 core with high carbon, or 66 layers of high carbon steel wrapped around, with the G10 handle and the Takimi finish. This is sort of a look at what you're going to be getting in the box itself. See the details. It is the VG10. We're going to double check that when I open it up. MSRP $169. Of course, you can find them much cheaper than that on Amazon. And I believe you're buying them directly through Dalstrong, so you're getting these knives from the manufacturer, so you're going to see a little bit of a savings there. If you were to purchase these knives in a retail market, you're going to probably end up paying some markup, maybe up to 30 or 40%. All right, so let's go in and show you what we get. Okay, as always, we've got the Dalstrong Shogun Series pin. I think it's cool. I like the trinkets, the swag that you get with a knife, especially if it's something that you're really proud of. You may not wear these, but people like to collect things, and I see that there might be a concern that this causes an inflation on the price. But if you were to compare what you're getting to other knives, you might change your mind on that. I mean, it's up for debate. It's neither here nor there. It's just what you get in the box, and I like it personally. You also get a cleaning cloth. You get the catalog and the description manual. So it basically shows all the sets that they have, and it talks a little bit about care and maintenance for this knife. You get the customer satisfaction card, and you get the free VIP membership card, so that you can get access to discounts and any sales that they have going on. Very key. This right here is extremely valuable, especially during the holidays, because they're in Black Friday sale, and they had the 12 days of Christmas sale. That was extremely cool. Lots of good sales on knives. If you're looking to pick up one of the Dalstrongs, those are a good opportunity. If you're thinking about giving them away as a gift, these knives make excellent gifts, especially with the way that they're packaged. Okay, let's pull this one out. I don't know if my finger will fit. Oh, it's in there pretty tight. That's nice, protects the knife. All right, let's move the box out of the way. Again, these are collectibles, so I don't throw mine away. Here we go. So we have the classic red text on the sheath, and it's held in by the plug itself, so it allows it to be a little bit wobbly. We've got the air hole or water hole or hole in the plastic that allows some airflow and moisture to release through there. Let's go ahead and pull it out. So this is a sheath that is made specifically for this size knife. All right, and what we've got here is the, yep, and it says VG10 on it for sure. So we've got the VG10 Japanese steel knife with the same G10 handle as the 8-inch, It looks almost identical. It is a two-piece. So you've got the G10 on each side of the spine, which runs completely through. So you got a full tang knife here. You've got the nice brass copper inlay center rivet. It is a 3 rivet system. And you feel a little bit of a seam there, but not too bad at all. Man, I really like it. It's actually got a very different hammered finish. It's a Sakimi finish, but it's a hammered finish that has more of an oblong oval type shape as opposed to a round shape, like a dimple from a ball peen handle. So that's pretty cool. The profile is exactly the same as the 8-inch, just a little bit shorter. Man, it feels almost like a prep knife or a petty knife with a full-size handle, which is really, really cool. Let's get into the weight. Bring out my trusty scale. So as always, in grams, we're looking at 234 grams on this 6-inch. So it has some weight behind it. That's pretty cool. The thing about weight, when you get something heavy in your hands, you feel like it's quality, you feel like you're getting a lot more material, like you're getting your money's worth. But the thing to know about weight is it doesn't matter unless it's balanced. So if it's handle heavy, depending on the purpose or what you're trying to accomplish, having something that's out of balance doesn't feel quite as good in the hand. And I mean, that is sort of a preferential item, but you'll notice in the utility and the use of a knife that it may affect the efficiency of your cuts or precision of your cuts by having something that's balanced versus being out of balance. In this case, the handle is balanced right behind or right on the bolster itself. So that means the weight is evenly distributed from the handle here all the way to the tip of the blade, right from that seam line. So this thing feels really good. This knife feels really good in the hand. I like it. The handle is really nice. It's got a contour groove, a little pinky groove there, so it's a little bit more square than maybe you're accustomed to. If you're using more of the Western style chef's knife, you might come across that similar feel. In Japanese style knives, you're typically going to have more of a rounded type handle, but this one feels very good in the hand. That 6-inch blade, oh man, it feels exactly like a petty knife because of the size, but with that full-size handle, so you feel like you're actually getting, acquainted with that same handle and same feel in your hand. All right, let's get into a sharpness test. Again, this is the out-of-box sharpness. If you're a professional chef, or if you're a bladesmith or a knife collector, out-of-the-box sharpness probably doesn't have much value for you because you can obviously sharpen your own knives. If you're a basic consumer or somebody just getting into it, out-of-the-box sharpness is just a way that I use to tell sort of the quality control of what you're getting. Of course, it is a sample size of 1, but with enough reviews out there and enough feedback, we'll find out for sure. But it looks exactly like the 8-inch that I have, so I'm thinking it's gonna be very good. Yeah, that cut through like butter. Now, I know with magazine paper tests, it's easy to fudge it. You can obviously use thicker paper, or you can fold it over, or whatever it is that you want to do, but you can make it look sharper than it is. Okay, so let's get into the rolled paper test here. Basically what I'm gonna do is take a piece of magazine paper and I'm gonna just roll it over my cardboard paper towel roll, or in this case it's a wrapping paper roll, to create a crease or to create a bend or curve in the paper without allowing the knife to create any kind of creases that would sort of fool the eye. So cutting through, throw that away. Man, it's like it just shaves through. It's fairly sharp. Cut through the paper like it's nothing. This knife, out of the box sharpness, it's there, it's on point. Quality control for Dalstrong. Let's try that again. Quality control for Dalstrong doesn't seem to be an issue at all. The Shogun series are all on point. Fit and finish, it's smooth, it's tight. I don't see any kind of issues with the handles releasing or anything of that nature. So it's, as far as I can tell, it's a fairly good process that they go through. Now, we're gonna test out the sharpness on the tomato. These are just tomatoes that I pick up from the grocery store, and that felt very, I mean, it's the first use, so it's out of the box, and it just feels like a razor. I haven't been able to do this test like this in a while with some of the previous knives that I've been trying. Again, with the 6-inch size, because you're getting a nice balance in the handle, and as you can see, I'm basically just holding onto the knife so it doesn't slip out of my hand, but I'm just letting the knife do the work itself. I'm not even doing a full grip. I'm just trying to hold it where it's balanced and let the knife cut through. This knife is extremely razor sharp. That's pretty cool. Let's see how thin that, you usually can see the logo through it if I did it right. Yeah. Another thinner slice. Let's see. And you guys can see you can see the steel behind it as I'm cutting through. So you can, yeah, there you go. You can see Dalstrong through this tomato slice. I haven't been able to do that in a while. The tomatoes in the market have usually been pretty dry. It's winter, so it's not like it's in season, but man, this knife feels really good. It has a good feel to it. If you haven't considered the 6-inch, or if you haven't used the 6-inch, this one actually feels really decent in the hand, and I'm actually very impressed. I know I say it a lot, but I'm really impressed with this one. Just cutting through the tomato itself. I don't even do this. I normally don't do this on video, but I'm just gonna cut because it just feels so good. Wow. Kind of. The thing about cutting on camera is my arms are extended out far away from my body. Whenever I'm cutting in real life, I'm hovering over the item. So here I am sitting down, cutting on camera, but I mean, it slices. So it feels good. Very clean draw through. I don't know whatever test to do. I know people do grape tests to do ultimate sharpness, custom handmade knives, but I'm at a loss of words. I'm not really. I am at a loss of words. I'm just completely impressed by Dalstrong and what they continue to put out on the market. If you haven't purchased one, or if you've really been on the fence with one, I'd say buy one to try it to see what you think. You can take our word for it, or you can watch as many reviews as you want, but this one just feels really good. A lot of people will discredit the 6-inch, you know, and I've seen in a lot of comments on different videos, you know, that this is really made for women or something like that, and I completely disagree. I think a 6-inch knife has value in your kitchen, has utility in your kitchen, especially with the way that this one feels, as opposed to just a full-on 8-inch or a 10-inch. You know, when I was younger, I wanted the longest or biggest knife they had on the market, 14-inch, 12-inch, 10-inch, you name it. I felt like I needed that. As I've gotten older and more experience in the kitchen, I kind of prefer the 6-inch now. I kind of like the petty style knives or the prep knives in terms of their size, and I don't feel like I need an 8-inch for everything. And this feels like it does everything that the 8-inch would do, just in a 6-inch shape with that perfect balance. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned something, and I hope that you continue to come back for more. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about this knife. If you have it, if you are considering it, let me know what you think in the comments. I love to read those, and as always, I'll leave all the information and the links in the description. And again, I'll see you in the next one. So you've got the G10 on each side of the, what is the word? So